Before smartwatches, a watch was more than just a tool to tell time. It was a fashion statement. Nowadays, smartwatches are designed to maximize functionality, often at the expense of aesthetics. If you're new to this channel, my name is Sohail, and in this video, I'll show you how to get custom watch faces from brands that you love like Rolex, Omega, Patek Philippe, Hermes, and more, all for free. For the longest time, the standard Apple Watch faces have focused on providing real-time data. Now that makes sense. It is a smartwatch after all, but sometimes you might want a watch face that just looks good, maybe for a special occasion or an event. Now, while there is a standard selection of clean dress watch faces, in my opinion, they're all pretty basic. With this method, you get pretty much an unlimited selection of watch faces that are actually dynamic and very detailed. Take a look at this Omega Speedmaster watch face, for example. You can see the seconds hand moving, it's showing you today's date, and also has a couple of other counters. Now, before we jump in, it's worth quickly explaining why Apple doesn't let you just download any watch face you want natively. Apple is extremely strict when it comes to branding and licensing, especially with luxury brands like Rolex or Omega. That's why native watch faces are so locked down, and why third-party apps aren't allowed to fully replace them. Apps like what we're about to use work around this by running as an app rather than a true system face, which is why this method works, but also why there are a few limitations which I'll show you later. So let's get started by going to the App Store on your iPhone. The first app we're going to need to download is called Clockology. This is a free app and everything we need is free. However, they may have a subscription for some more advanced features, but we don't need any of those for these watch faces. Once it begins downloading, you can jump over to the Watch app and scroll all the way down. You'll probably see a little spinner next to Clockology as it syncs to your Apple Watch. Once it's done, it will appear in your installed on Apple Watch list. Okay, so now when you first open the app, there's a whole range of watch faces you can choose from. Some of these are pretty busy looking, others are fun, and some of them are just really basic. But this isn't actually where we're going to get our luxury watch faces. Feel free to explore them. There's some pretty cool ones here, but you won't find any luxury faces in this selection. Across the top, you'll see shortcuts to browse community content. All of the watch faces we're about to install are actually developed by a community, and they keep adding new ones all the time. So shout out to you guys who create these watch faces. To access these community developed watch faces, we're going to need to download the Telegram app. Head over to the App Store and search for Telegram Messenger. It's a pretty simple messaging app similar to WhatsApp, and we're going to need this in order to download all of the watch faces. So go ahead and install the app. Once downloaded, you can set up an account, which you can do by entering in your mobile number. Once you've got the app, you can now switch back to the Clockology app and tap the Telegram button, which will open the Clockology official chat in Telegram. There's over 157,000 subscribers on this chat, which just shows you how popular this sort of thing actually is. So go ahead and click join. Now, when you scroll through this chat, you will see a whole bunch of different watch faces, and you can see that a lot of these aren't actually luxury watch faces. There's an endless selection of watch faces that you can actually choose from. But instead of scrolling through this chat, let's just search for a brand like Rolex. It will take you to the most recent Rolex face, and then you can use the up and down arrow buttons to find one that you actually like. Once you've found one that you like, click on the file below the image, and then we're going to tap Save to Files. I've got a folder here for all my Clockology faces, but you can save them wherever you prefer. Then tap Save. Now we need to switch back to the Clockology app and switch to the Workspaces tab. Then tap Import, select your newly downloaded watch face, and then tap Open. Now to sync this watch face to your watch, you need to first have the Clockology app open on your watch. Then click on Sync. And there you have it. The Rolex face is now on your Apple Watch. But we're not quite done. Now, since these are not native Apple Watch faces, If I ignore my watch for a little while, it's just going to exit out of the Clockology app and return to the standard Apple Watch face. But we can sort of get around this. Jump into settings on the watch app on your iPhone, tap General and scroll down to return to clock. Then change it to after 1 hour. Now, instead of your Apple Watch returning to the standard face immediately, it will remain on the Clockology app for at least an hour, after which you can quickly multitask back to the app. Everything else works as you'd expect. If you turn your wrist away and you have always on display turned on, it switches to a dimmer version of the face. And then when you raise your wrist back up again, the watch face returns to normal. I've been experimenting with a bunch of different faces here, and even though this may not be something that I use constantly, it is something that I might turn on occasionally if I'm attending an event and I want my Apple Watch to look just a little bit more classy. Let me know in the comments below which watch face you liked, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.